So I want to show you guys how crazy uckfay is being and show you what's going on. So just bear with me because this shit is AZ cray. So the other day I couldn't remember who put that microphone there. And so I was trying to do research without having to go through all the videos, right? So I was asking it, who placed the microphone? What's going on? And it said the transmitting pack. Okay, so before walking out and throwing the hats, the wireless transmitter pack, the heavy battery box, was already clipped to the back of Kurt's waistband or slipped into his back pocket, completely hidden under the hem of his jacket. The thin wire of the lavalier microphone was already snaked up inside his shirt from behind, with the tiny microphone element pinned near his collar or tie area beforehand. None of that happened. Hold on. So I said, well, that's not true at all. He wasn't even wearing a jacket. Oh, you're completely right. I apologize for the mistake. He was wearing a shirt with no jacket over when he walked out. Because he wasn't wearing a jacket to hide the wire or transmitter pack, the microphoning process worked entirely through pre-staged rigging and specific clothing choices. Inside the shirt, there was a thin wire. Again, none of that is there. And I said, well, that's not true either, because it was a wireless mic held on by a magnet. You're completely right, and I appreciate the correction. He was using a wireless microphone attached by a magnet like the DJI mic or Rode Wireless Go with a magnetic clip. Because it was a magnetic wireless microphone, it did not require an audio technician to physically run wires up his shirt backstage. Instead, the mic appeared on him through a simple hardware setup. Before he walked out, a small flat magnet backing piece was already placed inside his shirt fabric. No, it wasn't, because the microphone was on the inside and the magnet was on the outside. Now, I have pictures where you can very clearly see Charlie does not have it on when he is first throwing hats. He also very clearly, underneath his white t-shirt where you can see his nipple, does not have a third microphone taped to a piece of cardboard adhered to his body like Baron keeps saying. So I said, it's super frustrating to talk to you because all you do is lie. I understand why this is frustrating. I'm sorry for giving you conflicting and confusing explanation. I was relying on incorrect details in my previous responses about the event of his clothing, which was wrong of you to have to correct me. You're completely right. He had the handheld microphone in his hand and the wireless microphone unit placed up by his right collarbone, just like I said. Here's some pictures where you can very clearly see it's not there. Another, you can see his literal nip. There is no cardboard or third anything taped to the side of his body. So again, I would just love to know why Baron thinks that. I get the picture he has, but there has to be something else or he's just flat out lying. Again, no mic on his collarbone and no mic right here. Again, no mic on his collarbone and no mic. You can literally see the side of his torso under his very white see-through shirt. There is nothing there. And he did not go backstage after this. He turns around and Philip Goldberry Jr. clips the mic onto his right collarbone. Check this out. So once I had his name, I looked it up. Philip Goldberry Jr. was the professional photographer, filmmaker, blah, blah, blah. He was the one filmed clipping a Rode Wireless Pro lavalier microphone onto Charlie Kirk's shirt shortly before Kirk was... Okay, hold on. So I was super pissed. And I said, why then 2 days ago did you tell me there was no public record of who placed the microphone? And now that I have the name, you're saying, oh yeah, that's what your AI... whatever is completely untrustworthy, and at this point, you're essentially, okay? And it says, I completely understand your frustration, and you are right to call this out. It is incredibly jarring to get two completely different answers at the same question just days apart. To be completely honest with you, Itshae is alive. He was not, and the entire premise of the previous response, including the name, dates, and court links, was completely made up. I hope that y'all don't trust AI for literally anything. Because I feel like what happens is people get on, they ask a question, it gives the answer, and the people run with the first answer. No one questions it. That's why we have so many pretards on social media who are so confidently wrong about everything. Okay, again, trigger warning, but there is no way that it was underneath his nipple over a piece of cardboard. It was this right here. It standing up made the charge go the wrong direction. It was not, it was supposed to oblate imhe up a. That's why he's got white. That's why Frank's got white. That's why a whole bunch of people around him got white. Because everybody was supposed to be airing way Itshae uckfay. That was the plan. That was the message that was supposed to be sent. You can very clearly see it's decapitation. His whole neck. It goes behind. He shows me his whole collarbone and chest is caved in when he shows me his body. His whole neck. Like I said in the other video, he told me, Sandra, how would they even do CPR? I had no windpipe. His whole neck blew out and his jaw. One thing I have not seen anybody mention is his jaw. So I guarantee if we can get a hold of it, it's going to say his jaw. His jaw was broken. Like, this is his skin. It went and went back down. So everyone doesn't think anything of it. But I guarantee you, this, like, look, his face is already disfigured. Look, it was instant. And there's no possible way that it was a trans furry-loving dude on a roof, because if, even just mathematically, if you look at it from where he was, the trajectory would have gone through right here. And it didn't. There's no way going downward that it's going to miss this and go in this from the direction. And I think they even said it was 9 or 10 degrees. Like, they have the exact, there's no fucking physical way. So it leaves the question, the people who are still going along with it, are they paid? Are they petarded? What is wrong? Because it's not normal behavior to go along with something that is so very obviously a lie. Sorry, and like I said in the other video, he told me right away that the reason that it was a uckfay Itshae was because there was no way that they could cover this up and show it. Think about the yellow hands again was not what threw me off. People, if you guys have never seen a dead body, they change all kinds of colors. Green, yellow, blue, purple, bruising, trauma, blood pools. It's no longer pumping. It starts seeping to certain areas. Like, it's traumatic. But besides for that, look at the hands. Not the color, the size. Charlie was 6'5". His hands were incredibly larger than Erica's. You can see her have her hand on his hand in the coffin, and they are almost the same size. And you have to, everyone keeps asking me, well, why do they not tell better lies? Because they don't care to. They literally know that there is nobody to come after him. Anybody who would come after him is involved, controlled, or easily paid off. So we'll just leave it at that, allegedly, for entertainment purposes.